Battle through the heavens. Poison fog lingered deep within the fallen god stream. Even the air contained a little stench. It would be quite troublesome if it was absorbed into one's body. The interior of the fallen god stream was filled with a countless number of enormous dark black crevices. Occasionally, numerous roars would be emitted from these fissures. All the living creatures in this place seemed to possess a lethal poison after years of evolution. If one were careless, one would fall in the most unexpected place. The faint sound of rushing wind suddenly appeared in this desolate region. Immediately, a couple of figures rushed over from the distance. Their figures flashed a couple of times and appeared 100 meters away. It was only possible to see their appearance once they approached. Naturally, they were Xiao Yan's group, searching for the sky-poison dragon-scorpion beast. Xiao Yan's figure gently landed beside a black rock. His eyes looked into the distance, but his sight was severely impeded due to the poison fog. "Little fairy doctor, where is the sky-poison dragon-scorpion beast?" Xiao Yan turned his head and looked behind him, where the little fairy doctor and Xiao were located. The little fairy doctor looked around her after hearing his question. She slightly shut her eyes. Being in possession of the woeful poison body, she appeared to be exceptionally sensitive to certain poison creatures. After sensing for a moment, she once again opened her eyes and pointed to the north. She softly answered, "That way. We should arrive soon. I am able to smell the poison on that fellow's body from a great distance." Xiao Yan tilted his head. He glanced at the earth demon puppet, following close beside him, and immediately inhaled a gentle breath. It seemed that a fierce battle was unavoidable today. With the strength of an 8-star Dou Zong and the powerful physical body of a magical beast, this sky-poison dragon-scorpion beast would definitely be an extremely troublesome opponent. Xian, you should hide further away when the fight begins. Do not get involved in it, Xiao Yan instructed Xian before moving his body. He rushed in the direction the little fairy doctor had pointed out. Xian nodded. With her strength, it was obvious that she did not have the qualification to participate in a fight of this level. Hence, it was best that she hid far away. "Let's go, you have consumed the poison-avoiding pill that Xiao Yan gave you. As long as you do not take the initiative to disturb those fierce poison beings, they will not come and look for you," the little fairy doctor smiled to Xian. After which, she pulled her along and swiftly followed Xiao Yan in front. While Xiao Yan's group began to hurry toward the area where the sky-poison dragon-scorpion beast was hiding, the entrance of the fallen god stream had become unusually lively because of the arrival of a group of people. A large group of white-clothed human figures, containing a shockingly cold aura around their bodies, filled the entrance of the fallen god stream. The temperature of this place seemed to have been affected by them as it descended. There were 4 old figures standing with their shoulders bent right at the front. These 4 figures randomly stood. There were 3 majestic, ice-cold auras slowly spreading apart among them, giving one a kind of extremely pressurizing feeling. The thing that surprised others was that this old man, who did not seem special, was actually standing at the middle of this group of people. Even the 3 white-clothed, old men with majestic auras remained half a step behind him. Their brows revealed a respectful expression. There were many people currently watching the show around the fallen god stream's entrance. They were startled when they saw this lineup, especially when they saw the special snow flower image on the clothes of these people. A commotion was stirred as a result. They are people from the Ice River Valley. The one leading them are 4 expert Dou Zongs. Heavens, what does this Ice River Valley intend to do? According to rumors, Bing Fu along with 2 other Ice River Valley's elders and some disciples have all died in the hands of the woeful poison lady. From the looks of it, the Ice River Valley is really angered this time around. If I have guessed correctly, that old man holding the walking stick should be that elder Tian Shi from the Ice River Valley. Even in the Ice River Valley, he is considered an important person ranked among the top 3. Elder Tian Shi. It is actually him. It is unexpected that the Ice River Valley has even dispatched him this time around. That woeful poison lady will likely have a difficult time escaping this time around. The surrounding private conversations did not disturb this white-clothed group. The white-haired, old man holding a walking stick made in the shape of a snake opened his somewhat turbid eyes. He faintly asked, "Is everyone here?" "Everyone is here and waiting for Elder Tian Shi's orders." A white-clothed, old man by the side hurriedly replied. These are the remnant figures found in the damaged souls of the Ice River Valley's disciples. However, it is unexpected that the woeful poison lady had external reinforcements. However, these few people are extremely foreign to the old me. It is likely that they are people from outside the Pill region. Cuckoo, the Ice River Valley has not met such a challenge for many years. The hands of the old me are almost rusty. The old man holding the snake walking stick swept his turbid eyes over the ice mirror and laughed. His laughter was just like that of an owl, giving one goosebumps. A chill surfaced on the skin of the 3 white-clothed elders when they heard this laugh. They knew that the happier the laugh of this person, the denser the killing intent was in his heart. Let's go, the old me really wishes to meet this group of foreign experts soon. The might of the Ice River Valley cannot be challenged. The old man gently waved his hand. After which, he lifted the snake walking stick and slowly walked into the fallen god stream. All the disciples from the Ice River Valley followed close behind them. They did not create even the slightest sound when they walked, displaying an appearance of being well trained. Numerous gazes looked at the people from the Ice River Valley as they gradually disappeared from their sight. They looked to each other and a fiery heat appeared in their eyes. All of them knew that this fallen god stream would likely cease to be calm. We have arrived, that rock fortress is where our target is located. Xiao Yan's footsteps paused suddenly when he heard this. After which, he raised his head, narrowed his eyes and looked into the distance. He could see a large, white-colored rock fortress vaguely visible under the cover of the dense fog. The sky poison dragon scorpion beast is in that place. Xiao Yan rubbed his hands. A heat surfaced in his eyes. After searching the Black Corner region all the way to the Central Plains, he had finally found a living sky poison dragon scorpion beast. The little fairy doctor smiled and nodded. She said, "I think that it is likely that it has sensed my presence. It seems that a poison beast that has reached such a rank also possesses a sensitivity to this woeful poison body of mine. In that case, let us see just what this so-called ancient poison beast looks like. Xian Lan, you should remain here. Do not follow us." Xiao Yan smiled before instructing Xian Lan. Understood. Xian Lan nodded before reminding, "All of you should be careful." Xiao Yan grinned. His toes pressed on the ground and his body turned into a black line that rushed toward the rock fortress. The little fairy doctor and the earth demon puppet followed close behind him. With the speed of the 3 of them, they had appeared within 1,000 meters of the rock fortress after a short moment. Following their approach, they were finally able to sense just how large this rock fortress was. The place appeared exceptionally vast and mighty. Roar! Just when these 3 people stepped into 1,000-meter radius of this rock fortress, the land suddenly began to shake. Immediately, a soul-stirring dragon roar was emitted from the rock fortress, and a violent storm swept over, sending the rock fragments on the ground flying. "Haha, little beauty. It is unexpected that you have come looking for me. In that case, you should obediently stay behind and be my woman. This king wants that woeful poison body of yours to give birth to perfect descendants with the purest bloodline. The dragon roar resounded over the place as a loud laugh was emitted from the rock fortress. After which, the roar spread apart like a wave. The figure remained suspended in the sky with the round moon located behind it. Both of its wings were extended and its poison tail appeared just like a snake. It hissed to the sky while a monstrous fog spread. Xiao Yan's group slowly stopped. They looked at the human figure with its dragon wings in the distant sky. They sensed the monstrous aura and surprise flashed across their eyes. Was this that legendary sky-poisoned dragon-scorpion beast? It is indeed very strong, however, its monster core and essence blood are ours. A solemnness flashed across the little fairy doctor's pretty eyes as she looked at the figure in the sky, where poison fog permeated. This sky-poison dragon-scorpion beast possessed an extremely frightening strength. A fierce battle was likely unavoidable today if they wanted to hunt it. A blood-red figure remained suspended in the sky. Enormous dragon wings slowly flapped behind it, carrying wave after wave of wild wind. However, other than the wings and the sharp scorpion tail behind, this sky-poison dragon-scorpion beast was no different from an ordinary human. Moreover, his face was extremely handsome. Additionally, there was an evil feeling vaguely seeping from him. The sky-poison dragon-scorpion beast slowly descended from the sky. Finally, it paused in the air above. His eyes swept over the little fairy doctor before pausing on Xiao Yan beside her. He lifted his eyebrows and laughed. "I was wondering why you have the guts to deliver yourself to this place. You have actually got some helpers. However, just this brat's 2-star Dou Zong's strength makes him unworthy of attacking this king. I have come to this place with the intention of obtaining something from you." The little fairy doctor slightly smiled as she softly informed him. Being a poison beast, this kind of woeful poison body was just like tonic to him. Just the scent of her would cause his soul to flutter and feel incomparably comfortable. When he met the little fairy doctor for the first time back then, he knew that this woman would definitely be his. "In that case, please hand your monster core to me." The gaze of the sky-poison dragon-scorpion beast caused a cold glint to flash across the little fairy doctor's eyes while she demanded in a faint voice. The smile on the sky-poison dragon-scorpion beast's handsome face slowly stiffened while a gloominess appeared. He licked his lips and said, "It seems that those who come don't have any good intentions and those with good intentions don't come." If it had been someone else who said these words in front of this king, he would definitely be turned into a corpse at this moment. However, this king is so fascinated by you. Therefore, this offense to me shall be repaid by the man beside you. The dragon wings behind the sky-poison dragon-scorpion beast were flapped after these words sounded. His body suddenly disappeared from the spot. Xiao Yan's eyes narrowed the moment the sky-poison dragon-scorpion beast's body disappeared. At the same time, a silver glow flashed under his feet as he swiftly withdrew by a couple of steps. Qi! Xiao Yan's withdrawing feet had just landed when a hand with blood-red, sharp nails tore through the spot in front of him, like a sharp sword. A dark black line appeared in the space where the hand passed. Ha! Qi! The sharp scorpion tail's tip pierced at Xiao Yan's forehead in a lightning-like manner. After which, it penetrated through his forehead, but no fresh blood appeared. After image. Surprise immediately flashed across the eyes of the sky-poison dragon-scorpion beast when he saw this scene. He swept his gaze around, only to see a figure slowly appearing a few dozen meters away. That figure was Xiao Yan. "Good brat, I have underestimated you." The sky-poison dragon-scorpion beast also felt surprised when he saw Xiao Yan dodge the attack from his scorpion tail. However, before he could act, a grayish-purple Dou Qi pillar shot over from behind him, accompanied by the ear-piercing sound of rushing wind. Little beauty, this little attack can't do anything to this king." The sky poison dragon scorpion beast laughed when he sensed the wind from behind him. The scorpion tail behind him pierced out in a flash. After which, it easily blocked the grayish-purple Dou Qi pillar. I don't care where you have come from. Since you have come, there is no need to leave. The sky poison dragon scorpion beast laughed out loud as his eyes swept over Xiao Yan and the little fairy doctor. After which, he opened his hand and let out a clear loud roar to the sky. This place suddenly began quiver after the roar spread. Immediately, rampaging noises could be heard. Xiao Yan and the little fairy doctor looked in the direction the noises had come from, and they saw a black line sweeping over the land like an ocean wave from the horizon. Poison gas that filled the air lingered over that black line and formed something like a poison cloud. Be careful, all of them are poison beasts within the fallen god stream. The little fairy doctor's body flashed and appeared beside Xiao Yan. Her face was solemn when she spoke. The black line gradually approached while little fairy doctor was speaking. Xiao Yan glanced over and found that it was not a black line. Instead, it was a sea of densely packed poison beasts. The poison cloud that agglomerated in the air was formed from the breaths of these poison beasts. Xiao Yan's eyes coagulated as he studied this scene. He was even able to sense two similarly strong auras from within the densely packed sea of poison beasts. Although they were much weaker compared to this sky poison dragon scorpion beast, they should have reached the strength of a 4-star Dou Zong or so. This king is the overlord of this region. Since you have arrived at this place, whether you live or die will also be determined by this king. A dark, dense expression surfaced on the evil face of the sky poison dragon scorpion beast as he laughed. We will deal with these poison beasts. Leave the sky poison dragon scorpion beast for the earth demon puppet and old Mr. Yao to handle. It is likely that they will properly entertain him. Xiao Yan merely smiled faintly in the face of the arrogance of the sky poison dragon scorpion beast. He flicked his finger and the earth demon puppet appeared in front of him. Immediately, he rubbed his finger over the white-colored ring and Tian Huazunja's illusionary soul slowly drifted out. TSK, little fellow, you really think too highly of the old me. You have found such a troublesome fellow. Tian Huazunja saw the sky poison dragon scorpion beast with the monstrous poison fog not far away after he appeared. He immediately exclaimed, this fellow's fighting strength is likely even stronger than that Fei Tian. How did you offend such an existence? I have no choice. The essence blood of a rank 7 magical beast is needed to help you refine a body. Xiao Yan spread his hands and smiled as he answered. The earth demon puppet will do its best to aid you. I think that there should not be any problem, right? Xiao Yan's finger pointed to the earth demon puppet beside him and laughed. Tian Huazunja sighed in relief when he saw the puppet. The fighting strength of the current earth demon puppet was not inferior to that of an 8-star Dou Zong. With its help, Tian Huazunja would have greater confidence when facing that fellow. The smile on the face of the sky poison dragon scorpion beast stiffened a little when Tian Huazunja and the earth demon puppet appeared. His voice was gloomy as he said, so, you have come prepared. Xiao Yan faintly smiled. He ignored that fellow and glanced at the countless numbers of poison beasts rushing over while emitting a loud rumbling sound. After which, his eyes slid to Tian Huazunja and said, Old Mr. Yao, try to be as quick as possible. The little fairy doctor and I will stop all these poison beasts. No problem. With the earth demon puppet, it will not be too difficult to finish him off. Tian Huazunja slowly nodded as he replied. Old fellow, aren't you afraid of biting your tongue by saying such big words? This king is a member of the scorpion dragon tribe. You dare to touch me? The eyes of the sky poison dragon scorpion beast were dark and dense as he spoke. Scorpion dragon tribe? Xiao Yan frowned slightly. He had heard of this magical beast tribe before. It could be considered an extremely powerful tribe in the magical beast world. Moreover, their reputation was also quite great. It is rumored that all the members of this scorpion dragon tribe possess a rare ancient dragon bloodline within their bodies. Moreover, this scorpion dragon tribe was much greater in numbers compared to the void ancient dragon. Hence, even though it could not be compared to a tribe like the heaven demon phoenix tribe, they could be considered ranked among the top. Xiao Yan did not expect this sky poison dragon scorpion beast to be a member of that scorpion dragon tribe. However, now that things had developed like this, he had no choice but to continue. Forget about this fellow being a member of the scorpion dragon tribe. Even if he was a void ancient dragon, it was likely that Xiao Yan would still have no choice but to attack. Old Mr. Yao, please attack. Xiao Yan's eyes turned to Tian Huazunjia. A dense coldness flashed across his face as he slowly spoke. A cold glint flashed across the empty hollow eyes of the earth demon puppets by the side after Xiao Yan's last words sounded. The silver glow on its bright body became even more intense. It did not even pause for a moment as its body flashed and rushed at the sky poison dragon scorpion beast. The expression of the sky poison dragon scorpion beast immediately became quite ugly when he saw the earth demon puppet rushing over. Killing intent surged wildly in his eyes. He furiously laughed, "Since all of you are seeking death, this king shall grant your wishes, ants." Tian Huazun's illusionary body trembled before slowly disappearing in a strange fashion. A clear, loud laugh carried a pride that resounded over the sky. "Haha, ants. If the old me had not lost my body, you would also be just an ant in the eyes of the old me. Even though this is the case, the old me will definitely take your essence blood today." Xiao Yan turned his head after watching the earth demon puppet and Tian Huazunjia charge the sky poison dragon scorpion beast. He threw his gaze toward the countless numbers of poison beast emitting a loud rumble while heading this way. Due to these beasts being closed by, Xiao Yan could see that two figures were standing on the backs of a large magical beast at the front. The two vast and mighty auras, that Xiao Yan had sensed earlier, were originating from them. This sky poison dragon scorpion beast is indeed worthy of being the overlord of the fallen god stream. He possesses two underlings with such strength under him. Xiao Yan narrowed his eyes, placed his gaze on the two figures, and made a comment. "Leave the two of them to me. You should block the beast crowd. What do you say?" The little fairy doctor sweetly smiled as she asked. "Is that all right?" Xiao Yan hesitated a little after hearing her before asking. "The two of them have just reached the strength of a 4-star Dou Zong. My injuries have already completely healed. It should not be too difficult to deal with them." The little fairy doctor continued to smile as she said, "On the other hand, there is a great number of beasts in that beast crowd. If you are not serious, you might end up falling unexpectedly. They are but a bunch of evil beasts, what can they do?" Xiao Yan laughed loudly, appearing extremely prideful. "Foolish brat. You dare to create trouble in the territory of my leader. You really don't know how to write the word death." A furious roar was emitted from the beast crowd that had rushed over while Xiao Yan was laughing. Immediately, two sounds of rushing wind appeared. Two figures rushed forward and appeared 100 meters from Xiao Yan and the little fairy doctor. The two figures looked exceptionally strange because their sizes did not match. One was as fat as a ball and the ground appeared to shake when he walked. The other was as skinny as a twig, appearing just like a bamboo pole. A sinister cunningness flickered deep in eyes. Even Xiao Yan could not help but be startled when he saw these two people. He immediately found it comical. The outer appearances of these two were really strange. Get out of the Sky Scorpion region. Otherwise, die. That large human figure revealed a fierceness in his eyes as he stared at Xiao Yan and the little fairy doctor. He clenched his hand and an enormous hammer that was the size of a human appeared. The large hammer was randomly swung and a low sonic boom resounded. Even the ground was shaken until a couple of deep pits formed. Why have these people suddenly come to the Sky Scorpion region? Moreover, the two who are fighting with the leader possess a strength that is not inferior to him. The two in front are also clearly not ordinary people. Surprise appeared in this person's eyes as they quietly flicked around. Leave them to me. The beast crowd is coming. You should act. It is rumored that the sky poison dragon scorpion beast is able to borrow the poison gas from the beast crowd. Therefore, you need to chase them away as soon as possible. The little fairy doctor clenched her hand. A grayish-purple, mighty Dou Qi lingered over her palm. After instructing Xiao Yan, she moved her lovely body and rushed forward, charging at the fat and skinny duo. Little girl. You are seeking death. The old me will not hold back because you are a girl. The large fatty immediately let out a furious roar when he saw the little fairy doctor charging over. He stepped on the ground, causing it to shake as he did so. After which, he charged at little fairy doctor like a small mountain. The large, metal hammer in his hand carried a continuous sonic boom as it viciously smashed toward the little fairy doctor. Clang! A vast and mighty Dou Qi pillar shot out and heavily collided with the metal hammer. Immediately, a metallic sound erupted. Sparks shot out. That enormous metal hammer was sent flying while the charging fatty staggered backwards. This woman is really fierce. Gone ho, why aren't you attacking? The expression on the fatty's face changed as he cried out in a deep voice after having been forced back by the little fairy doctor with only one blow. That skinny, twig-like man frowned when he heard the cry. He clenched his hand and two long daggers appeared. His foot stomped on the ground, emitting a swoosh sound as he transformed into a blurry figure that shot toward the little fairy doctor. The little fairy doctor did not panic even a little in the face of this combined attack by the skinny and fat figures. Her footsteps were elegant and calm. Each time she waved her hands, a vast and mighty Dou Qi would appear, forcing these two to hurriedly dodge. Neither dared to even make the slightest contact with it. Xiao Yan sighed in relief after seeing that the little fairy doctor did not face any problems. He raised his eyes and looked at the beast crowd. With a cold laugh, his body flashed and appeared in the air above them. The seals formed by his hands changed and a fallen heart flame was separated from the glazed lotus heart flame before remaining suspended in front of him. Xiao Yan shut his eyes and spread both of his hands. A thought passed through his mind and the fallen heart flame in front of him immediately shook. After which, a powerful invisible wave formed a circular ripple form as it spread out. Puff! 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 Another invisible ripple spread and arrived. Immediately, clusters of flames burst forth among the beast crowd. Innumerable poison beasts were ignited despite the absence of fire. They turned into fireballs that wildly fled in all directions. A moment later, they collapsed and transformed into piles of ashes. The beast crowd did not lack powerful beasts who possessed a little intelligence but had yet to transform into a human form. They were able to barely block this kind of heart flame attack. Moreover, being in possession of an intelligence, they did not act as crazily as the other magical beast and charge forward despite knowing that the area in front of them was filled with danger. Even though this was the case, there was still an unceasing number of magical beasts charging over without any fear of death. This resulted in a thick layer of ashes forming on the plains, causing it to appear exceptionally desolate. Xiao Yan involuntarily knit his brows as an increasing number of magical beasts charged forward. He glanced at the poison cloud lingering just above the magical beasts. He did not know just how long he could continue this killing if they continued forward. These magical beasts were controlled by the sky poison dragon scorpion beast and did not feel any fear. Roar! A loud, clear dragon roar resounded while Xiao Yan was pondering the problem. An uproar was formed in the beast crowd and the poison fog in the air began to move. The direction it shifted in was the battleground where the sky poison dragon scorpion beast was located. Xiao Yan's expression slightly changed. The current sky poison dragon scorpion beast was clearly no longer able to endure the combined attacks of Tian Huazunjia and the earth demon puppet. He was thinking of using the strength of the poison cloud formed from the tens of thousands of beasts. If he was allowed to do as he wished, it was likely that some unexpected change might be added to the situation. Since you wish to borrow the strength of the poison cloud, I shall destroy it. A cold glint flashed across Xiao Yan's eyes. He swallowed the fallen heart flame back into his body. The flame swiftly merged with the green lotus core flame and once again formed the glazed lotus heart flame. The seal on his hand changed and a jade-green flame shot toward the sky. It wiggled and transformed into a large fire wolf that was hundreds of feet in size. The fire wolf leaped across the sky, emitting a high temperature in the process and causing the surrounding poison fog to instantly scatter. When this fire wolf, formed from the glazed lotus heart flame, had appeared, the beast crowd below immediately formed an intense commotion. They felt a fear deep in their hearts to this creature that was hot and filled with yang energy. Heavenly flame. The sky poison dragon scorpion beast, which had fallen into an entanglement, sensed the fire wolf that had formed in the sky. His expression also drastically changed in the process. Now is not the time to be distracted. A laugh suddenly sounded from behind the sky poison dragon scorpion beast just when his mind was momentarily distracted. Immediately, a palm that contained a vast and mighty force was firmly imprinted into the back of the beast. Grog! Bastard, this king will not let all of you off. The sky poison dragon scorpion beast dodged the mountain-like blow from the earth demon puppet in a miserable manner. His expression was purplish as he furiously roared. Scorpion dragon swallowing sky. The sky poison dragon scorpion beast emitted a hiss from his throat after having pulled back. His body immediately swelled. Instantly, he transformed into a 1,000-foot large ferocious beast. It raised its head and faced the poison cloud that had been formed by the poison vapor from tens of thousands of beasts. A suction force surged from its mouth. Heaven swallowing. In your dreams. Xiao Yan let out a cold laugh when he saw this. The seal formed by his hands changed and the fire wolf widened its enormous mouth. An enormous fire pillar shot out and struck the enormous poison cloud. The temperature of the heavenly flame was frighteningly high, causing the poison fog to immediately form white smoke. The terrifying poison gas gathered within was scattered like a balloon that had burst apart. Due to the burning of the heavenly flame, the amount of poison vapor that was absorbed by the sky poison dragon scorpion beast was so little that it was pitiful, which caused the sky poison dragon scorpion beast to become furious. Its blood-red eyes stared at Xiao Yan, and its dozens-meter-long scorpion tail pierced through the air, shooting at Xiao Yan. Xiao Yan's expression did not change. The seal on his hands moved and the enormous fire wolf pounced down, allowing the scorpion tail to penetrate its body. The high temperature contained within it caused the scorpion's tail to emit waves of chi-chi sounds. Howl. The intense pain that was transmitted from its tail caused the sky poison dragon scorpion beast to face the sky and emit a mournful wail. However, its miserable wail had just sounded when a silver-colored figure appeared above its head. A punch smashed its large eye without showing any mercy. Bang! A low, deep sound appeared. Fresh blood spluttered into the sky, causing the place to appear as though it was raining blood. Under this heavy blow, even the sky poison dragon scorpion beast could not resist. It fell from the sky and heavily struck the ground. The land vibrated and the mountains shook.